Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum,
Damn.
and today we're having a look at the Whistler, the Blue Note, which is aged 7 years.
Friggin' Whistler. Now, the Whistler's an Irish. It's 7 years old. In Australia, it goes for about 120. How much did we pay?
I think it was 125, yeah.
125. That's all right. We've tasted it once before, and we'd had a fair bit to drink, so we said it was that because we kind of got weird notes off it. But now that we're pretty much sober, I'm still getting some weird notes out of it. But yeah, it's a sourced whiskey from Boan. It's Boann. So I haven't heard of their distillery before, but I assume that they just like pump out a lot of stuff and other people take it.
Yeah.
The labels on it, the Whistler is something that has been, I don't know about Europe and Ireland and America and whatever, but Australia, the Whistler has kind of just really popped up. I think they've just got I think the Bowen distillery must be a very, very large distillery, and the Whistler must just be kind of like a sub company of someone with a lot of money, because they've just blown up here, not in popularity but with availability. So they must have some power behind it.
Yeah, I'd never seen them before. And
No.
now there's like 2 or 3 in our local bottle shop.
Just went to the bottle shops, and every single one of them had at least 3 different Whistlers.
Yeah.
And they were always the same ones. Now it's 46%, which is admirable.
I think it's up there for an Irish, isn't it? There's not many Irish.
So just for a mass-produced
No.
sourced whiskey, there's nothing wrong with sourcing, but often they're going for just more like a middle of the road, widest area of the audience. Try and get the most amount of people, get the most amount of people to enjoy it. And I think upping it from to 46 when they could have gone with 40 is good. I think that kind of is enough to get the whiskey community, whiskey nerds, to be like, mate, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Because normally they just see 40%ers, and a lot of the time I feel like they kind of
Skim over it.
they disregard it because they assume that they're not in it for like the pure, whiskey enjoyment. It's more about a marketing, profitable. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, this can be both. They could just understand that that's what whiskey drinkers want, but they also have so much product behind them that it doesn't matter if they add an extra 6% on. It doesn't even affect their profits enough for them to care. Who knows? But either way.
Yeah. I mean, on the nose, if we're just going to jump into the whiskey, I guess, it's like very, very Irish. That creamy note, vanilla.
Yeah. Some weird lemon zest.
I was going to say green grass, but
Yeah, something like
say,
that.
yeah.
Something zesty.
lemongrass. Yeah. The lemongrass. The green grass.
Lemongrass. Maybe that's actually good. It kind of smells like lemongrass.
A little bit, yeah. Bit of pepper as well. It's weird. Like a little bit of a
There's a
peppery note
weird
behind it.
kick that Irish doesn't normally have, from my experience.
I actually like this nose a bit more than a week or two that we actually noticed it.
It's got some like bourbon notes in it.
Bit of caramel as well.
It's kind of got the bourbon, the
Brown
the
sugar
oak.
kind of thing.
Yeah, just that oaky, caramelly bitterness that comes from the oak.
It's got a very interesting nose. There's like
I assume that it's been aged in new oak or old oak, just because of the flavor. Because Ireland has the option to age in any wood that is, legally able to be consumed, by humans that are not poisonous. Like, they can use whatever the hell wood they want.
Yeah.
Unlike basically every other country.
It's matured in oak bourbon casks and further aged in oak sherry Oloroso casks.
Cool. All right. Yeah. No, I definitely taste the oak in this. It doesn't taste like a weird experimental barrel.
Oloroso, that's sherry, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not getting.
I don't get sherry at all.
I get more bright fruits, not the dark dark fruits like sherry off them.
Actually,
Now that we say it.
I get like, you know how Abalua has that deep, rich, like a sherry cask finish.
Yeah.
I don't get that typical sherry cask, but I get some notes like out of the Abalua. So like the
I might be getting like a
maybe
leather,
like dark plums or something like that.
yeah, I might be getting a leathery plum or something, but not like the full-on sultana, like poured over, like port-soaked sultanas that you get with sherry cask finish, like the Arbonard and stuff like that. There's a decent amount of fruit. There is the butteriness and the biscuitiness of just Irish whiskies, but not to the extent that I'm used to. Yeah. Not buttery and biscuity to the extent of a Jameson. It's more spiky, and I'm getting some like alcohol kick on the nose.
I love the power of suggestion. I didn't even get like cookie or biscuit, and as soon as you said it, I actually get it quite a bit. Yeah.
I get it, but not to the extent that I get it in stuff like a classic Jameson, right?
Or like a red breast or something like that. I want to taste it. Ooh. Alcohol really sticks out on this.
Yeah, there's a sting to it, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
You'd think 7 years would be enough.
This is almost like they've tried to focus on the nose more than the taste.
Yeah.
Like the nose is really deep, rich, whereas the taste is more thin, and I actually get like quite a bit of ethanol on the taste, which is. I find it weird for a 7-year-old.
Just get weird spicy things. I'm getting like cloves and ginger in the taste, like pepper.
Yeah.
There's like honey and stuff, and the maltiness, and the pear.
Maybe that's what I'm interpreting as ethanol.
Yeah. It's fine. It definitely doesn't taste like typical Irish to me, though.
Sure, no.
Like I would not, if I tasted this, I think initially I'd be like, ooh, yeah, I think that might be an Irish. But then I think because of the oak and cask and the sherry oak cask and these weird notes and stuff, I might doubt myself after a bit, because it does not swing through the middle of regular Irish notes.
Yeah, if I was blindfolded, the nose I'd say Irish, but the taste I'd say like Highland almost. It's a bit.
There's some weird things in there. I'm confused. I think I was very confused. Yeah. I don't think I could say an answer on a blind taste with confidence. I think I'd be quite.
Yeah, I'd be guessing Highland. I would go nowhere near Irish though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. I wonder. So it's a single malt. So they're getting it from one distillery, is what that means. So it's sourced from just Bowen Distillery.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say that means it's like objectively better, but I've had fantastic sourced blends and stuff. Like, it doesn't really say much about it. No, I don't have a problem with this. They're very clear about it being sourced.
I think it's quite overpriced, to be honest.
Yes,
definitely. I'd say this is about
the price is
70-ish, maybe. Yeah. Pushing $70 whiskey.
You think you can get Teeling for what? What can you get
like
Teeling
90, 80, 90?
Yeah, I reckon you can get it for 80s.
Yeah.
I might just have a quick look on Nick's.
I think the Teeling rum's pushing 100, and the normal Teeling's about 65, 70. But yeah, this comes nowhere near like a red breast or a green spot or a.
Yeah, no. Look, Teeling is it's a distillery that's, I think it's relatively new, considering that age of Irish whiskey. But they are doing, maybe they come from Jameson. They're part of Jameson. I don't know. Anyway, they're newish and they're doing just insanely nice things. They're doing experimental things. We had their rum cask one. Yeah. And again, it's like another $5-10 for that versus just the regular single malt that they do. They just do lots of stuff. And I much prefer the flavour. And their marketing is not gimmicky. It's just like, this is Irish whiskey. This is what it's aged in. This is how much it is. This is where it was from or whatever like that. and I much prefer that. And I think this whiskey is fine, but 120, 130 bucks for this, I wouldn't pay that again. We're not going to be rebuying this. Whereas I would definitely rebuy Teeling. I'd even rebuy Jameson. Like, it's, you know, just the taste to price. This doesn't stack up, I think, is the problem. It's not offensive, but, you know.
It's just not worth the price, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not worth the price. And that some people might disagree with that. They might love it. That's fine. Just for us, we're just not seeing the $120 price tag in the taste.
But that might be because it's just new in the market. They might be trying to pump it for a bit more than it's worth.
Yeah, maybe.
It might have just come in the wrong time.
Alrighty, thank you very much for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you liked it, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We'll be back in regular studio form instead of Zoom soon. We just took a week off, so we thought we still need to pump out some eps.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you next time.
Cheers.